Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. So happy you could join me here today. We're going to do a moon in Taurus reading. She is fully in Taurus right now. So, grounding probably would help everybody. It would be really easy to get grounded right now. Yeah. And we have Saturn that is sextile the moon, and that happened at 12:30. And we have the moon coming up to be in conjunction with Jupiter. So, Taurus is all about love, sensuality, having, I don't want to say the greatest of things, but good things. They like things that last. Taurus, the bull, is very strong and determined with willpower. And they're sturdy and steady and loyal. And they really, really, really love their families. So we could have some of this going on, some family love, family gatherings, families watching out with each other, which coincides with the sustainer, right? Yeah. Because the sustainer, is about holding things together. And Taurus is a really great leader and knows what is needed in order to hold things and keep them together. So we've got Saturn and Jupiter in opposition and sextile the moon, and the moon is fully in Taurus right now. So let's see what everybody has to say. Our planets. We've got 8, and we got Virgo again. Wow, a lot about Virgo. And we have South Node. So, okay, so maybe there's some stress and anxiety and frustration going on today, which, kind of would be normal because of Saturn is all about discipline, expectations, limitations, maybe overdoing it a little bit, which is ruled by Sagittarius, and that brings in Jupiter, Saturn and Sagittarius, and we have Jupiter and Saturn, all of them in the same house with the moon, is symbolized by the 10 of Wands, of having heavy burdens and being a sustainer, taking care of things, making sure everything gets done right. Maybe not setting the right boundaries and letting those know around you their responsibilities and holding to it, because it takes discipline to let people know the boundaries of where you will let them come, and then after that, it's up to you to let them know if they cross the boundaries. It doesn't mean it's always going to be sweet. Finding peace, you got to go through hell, unfortunately. And if you're a sustainer, if you're the one that takes care of everybody, and Taurus is the mother, and she wants everybody to be okay in the family. So we're talking, young mothers, mothers who still have children, mothers who are still possibly wives taking care of not just children, but maybe husbands and their own jobs, cooking, cleaning, all this stuff. You got to set the boundaries. You got to be the disciplinarian and let everybody know what they need to do in order to make your life better, because love makes a family. Again, family is coming out here. The sustainer, and love makes a family. Families aren't perfect, are they? No, by far, they are not perfect. But you have to keep after the things that you want until you get them, right? In the family, everybody has to work together. There has to be boundaries. people have to know, what the limits are and how far to go because everybody has to live together. And if people just go through haphazardly and nobody pays attention to any rules, you're really not helping them when they go out into the world either. Because rules and discipline are one and the same, and that's where we have Saturn at. It doesn't matter. See this rabbit and this wolf, and they have a moon child. So it just tells you that, you know, the moon is always, the wolf is always barking at the moon, right? And this rabbit here, loves the moon as well, which has no fear of the moon, but and I'm not saying the wolf has fear of the moon. It just the wolf is always howling at the moon. So for whatever reason that is, these three have come together to create a family, and love is a family. And I'm sure because they are such an odd family, everybody has to kind of like, you know, be aware of what others need in order not to trespass or step over boundaries that bring about resentfulness, frustration, on on expressed angers. These things fester within us, and then they make us resentful, and which makes us, these are emotions that'll make us do things that won't make us happy with ourselves later on. Vengeance and angry and, stubbornness, all these things might come up. Don't let those things come up. Go to your room and take some time and love yourself, okay? So I don't know why all that come up, because you are a family keeper. You take care of the family. We've seen this 3 times. Yeah, and because of the South Node, maybe, you're not, and we got 8 here, which means eternally. Maybe you're feeling like, and Virgo, that the practical day-to-day matters are getting overwhelming and that you've got too much on your plate. You get to make the choice to take something off of your plate. And that's what the moon in Taurus is about today, to show you that if you decide that you don't want to do something, you are the commander in your life, in your world, and you can cut some things out. You can just cut them out. You just don't have to do them anymore. And if anybody else needs them done, they'll do them themselves, right? Just cut it out. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. You don't always have to be the sustainer. You don't always have to be the keeper. You can take some time for yourself and do something sweet and kind and gentle and loving to make you feel better. A hot bath, soak your feet. I like natural things. Do 8 minutes of yoga. It'll change the energy instantly. 2 minutes of meditation and cleansing your chakra system. Just something that shows that you love who you are and you know that you're worth more than feeling angry, resentful, and frustrated, okay? Now, this could also be talking about somebody out there who is a wonderful family sustainer and you love it. Yeah, you love it. Not everything goes perfectly. South Node, sometimes everything goes to hell, right? But love is what makes a family. It doesn't matter what kind of family it is. Like, my dog is part of my family. Strange people that come by, I treat them like family. I actually believe that this whole world and every living thing in it and on it and around it is a part of my family, because they say that all the DNA in me, that we're a part of the DNA of everything. So, creative fire. Yeah, we create our families. Our families well, they do just happen if we don't work at directing them and creating them into being the loving and awesome family that we know it can be. And there's always going to be good and bad, right? Or how, well, family is family. There's good and there's bad. And not everything is always perfect, but that don't mean that things can't be worked out. And just like this patchwork quilt that she's wearing, of, all the things that she's been through in her life, and we wear that on us. We know how to temper ourselves. We know how to love our families and how to guide them in the right direction. Now we got Jupiter, and I want to bring that up Jupiter is about luck, expansion, bringing dreams to life, which Jupiter rules Sagittarius, right? So what I want to say here is luck does not just happen. Luck is created. We create our luck with the universe. And let me tell you how we create it. We create it, for one, by doing the right thing for the right reasons. Two, we create it by walking in truth and honesty and honor, and even saying those things sometimes that we have to say that people don't like, but they need to hear, right? It is up to us to mother and father the world, because so many children did not grow up with mothers and fathers, and they don't really know the right way and the right thing. So I'm talking even with adults. We create our own luck by doing the right thing for the right reasons. And, averting the bystander karma, which there does come karma from being bystanders. We can't be bystanders. We have to step up into this world, and we have to speak out and speak the truth and show that there is another way. Okay. And I saw that a lot when I was in the streets and homeless. A lot of people didn't understand that they were making their own luck, that they were doing it. They were staying drunk all day. They were taking pills all day. They weren't eating good food. They ate at McDonald's all day. You could see them go down day by day by day. Me, I had an boiled egg, and an avocado. It was just as easy for me to go into a grocery store and buy me a boiled egg and an avocado as it was to eat a sausage sandwich from McDonald's. So it's just as simple as making these small decisions. An avocado and a boiled egg was $2. I could live off that and be feeling good too, like energized, right? So it's all about the decisions we make that take us where we're going, makes our luck. I made good decisions. I ate my egg and avocado. It gave me energy and strength all day. Some people ate sausage patties from McDonald's and they couldn't get off the bucket, right? And so it's the good choices that we make. It's the good choices we make on a day-to-day practical basis that begin over time to make our life so much better, and the world, because every choice, every right choice you make, every choice you make for the good of all spreads around the world. And this is maybe about being for the good of all, now that I'm thinking about it, because, cows move in herds. The bull, Taurus, would be watching over the herds. Now, I don't know if this is a masculine or feminine energy, but what I do know is we all have the parent in us. We all have the daddy and the mommy in us. And that comes out through Saturn. And Saturn is asking you to work with that energy of learning of practicing speaking out the truth and doing the best you can to be the example and the guardian and the leaders of your family, taking them down roads of truth, taking them down roads of honor, teaching your children to be something they can love. You don't love yourself because you're rich. You love yourself because you've done the right thing for the right reasons. And that's the only way you can learn to love yourself. You love yourself in truth. You love yourself for what you are on the inside, because eventually the outside gets old and it ages, and we don't look like we're 21 anymore. So we can't get by on our looks. We have to get by on what we have invested that comes out of our heart, what we invest that comes out of our soul. And I don't plan on being done at 70 or 80 either, because I think we can renew ourselves continuously and constantly. And I think we should. I really think we should. I don't think we should just sit back and get old and die. I think we need to live while we're here on this earth and have this journey of self-investment and self-interest to find out what we do love and then learn it and flourish. Like I found this, I love this, I have flourished since I learned to do this, or since I started working on it. It wasn't easy. I didn't believe in myself in the beginning. You guys helped me to believe in myself more and more, but I had to learn to love myself deeper and say, I've been through about anything I can talk about, and that, I am capable of handling this with responsibility and doing it the right way. And if I'm not, I know you guys will let me know. Right? Right. And so it took me time. I'm only just now getting comfortable with jumping down here and talking to you guys without, fearing that I'm going to say something wrong or do something wrong or whatever. So we all go through that of doubting ourselves and not knowing if we can get through it or not. And again, this is where faith and hope comes in, and the willpower of I know I can. You must say this to yourself. I know I can do this. It empowers you. I know I can do this. I know I can. I can't tell you how many times I've said that to myself. Terrified for every new step I've ever made. Yeah. I just don't show it. Okay? Scott said to me, you don't act like you're afraid. Well, what does fear look like? We're all afraid, but we have to push through fear. We push through fear because fear isn't real. It's our ego saying, don't try it, you might fail. The ego is really only trying to protect you. And that's when you got to say, it's okay. It's okay to fail. Let's go ahead and do it anyway and see what happens. Even a failure is better than a not trying. Right? Even a failure is better than not to try. Because in that failure, you learn something. 7 of air. This is a council, the community council. Even in your failure, you learn and you grow, and you learn and you grow. We didn't come with no damn manual. Nobody sent us here with a book. All we can do is the best we can do, right? And grow with it. Learn what we can, especially the hard lessons, and then just flow through and never lose faith and hope that the universe don't love you and that you can make your own luck. You make your own luck by walking in truth. You make your own luck by not being a bystander. You make your own luck by teaching your kids the difference between what's good and what's not good. You make your own luck by standing up to bullies. You make your own luck by moving through life with intention. I intend to do what I got to do to feel good about myself, whether that's even standing up for yourself and telling somebody, look, you've went too far, even if you got to do it while you're crying. Even if you're crying and tell somebody you've went too far, you need to make sure you stick up for yourself and stand up for yourself. Make yourself valuable in your own eyes. Don't let people pick on you. Don't let people take you down. Don't let people bullcrap you. Bullcrap, Taurus. Don't let people bullcrap you. Do I have a bull on today? No, I got a tiger. Inspiration. Be inspired to do the best you can for yourself and for those that are around you, and you will be creating and making new luck, or I call them blessings, because each time you make someone smile, each time you give somebody a hug, each time you help somebody to turn into the right direction, you get a brownie point. That's what I call them. Brownies are my favorite. A karma point, okay? A good karma point, what they call, I guess, is dharma, but a good point towards justice. And each time you do that, that begins to build up in the universe because it watches everything. It knows. And it always has to balance things out. That's what I understand. And so as you move towards creating and making your good karma, your good dharma, you're also leading, guiding, and helping other people. And can you imagine as you begin to lead, guide, and help other people, and those people get on a better track and learn better things and start guiding and helping and leading other people, those karma points add up for you too. Yeah. And that, my friend, is a miracle. Yeah. 8 of water. We're talking about mysteries right now, the lunar mystery. Okay? Today, the moon is in Taurus. And every day or every 2 to 3 days, she leaves one sign and moves into another. And when she does this, we get different expressions. Our life changes every day. It's like a whole new soup, right? Every day you get a new chance to do something new, to be something new, to take off the mask and reveal your true self. And your true self is the one that stands up for yourself, the one that invests in yourself. And you will find out that after you've learned to do this, you will want to teach other people how to do that as well, because it's about equality. If everybody can help take care of a little bit of their own self and their own needs, this takes the needs off of the others who maybe don't need to be the caretaker. I'm not talking about people who are ill. I'm talking about people who are able-bodied and capable of doing things themselves. Children need chores. Husbands need to know to clean up after themselves. And same with women too, if the husbands are cleaning up after them. You know, these things help build self-esteem in them. You're actually helping them heal from lack, from thinking they don't have to do anything. Can you imagine what these children will be like when they go out into the world and they think they can do whatever they want or get away with anything? It's up to us to help these children. And there's Taurus, parental figure, Saturn, you know, being disciplined and teaching the children discipline. I think I've went on long enough. I love you guys. Let's pull some animal cards and have some fun for a minute. I don't know why it went here. Um. Oh, boy, yeah, my children. Oh, I was the kind of parent. The first time my children got caught shoplifting was last time. I took them to the store. I made them take what they stole and give it back to the owner and tell the owner that they stole that. And what did he expect from him now? Take responsibility for your actions. And I'll tell you why I did this, because I didn't want my children to go up and go to jail. I didn't want them to think they could steal. We were poor. And I didn't want them to be one of those poor people that thought they could walk in anywhere and just take whatever they wanted. They would end up in jail. Fulfillment. Listen to your inner voice and choose paths that resonate with your true self. Align with your heart and your purpose, and you will experience a profound sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. And again, your mind and heart, line it up, your energetic centers, bring your mind down to your heart and bring your heart up to your mind, and let the two of them think together in order to create whatever it is you want to create, because it will work. Make those connections. That's what it's about, right? Is connecting. And we want to connect to our inner world in order to express that in our outer world. And so I hope this wasn't too confusing. I love you guys. Family is everything, and every good thing that you do does affect and change the world. It spreads through the collective consciousness. It teaches others. It helps others. Just know, as a sustainer, you are so needed on this planet. And I thank you for everything you have ever done for everyone in this whole galaxy. I love you. God bless y'all. Bye-bye. I don't know where my pencil is. There's my wand. I love y'all. Bye-bye. Please like, share, subscribe.